नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप लोगों का स्वागत है हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर। तो हम लोग इग्नू का जो है हम लोग इग्नू का ब्लॉक नंबर 2 का जो है यूनिट नंबर 2 का साउंड ऑफ वोवेल उसका जो है टू टू जो है टू टू स्टेप देख लिए थे। यूनिट 3 में देखते हैं वर्ड स्ट्रेस एंड इंग्लिश। वर्ड स्ट्रेस एंड इंग्लिश जो होता है क्या होता है, ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है, इसका इंट्रोडक्शन क्या है, सिलेबली क्या है, और आइडेंटिफाई द नंबर ऑफ सिलेबली वर्ड, आइडेंटिफाई द स्ट्रेस इन सिलेबली वर्ड, स्ट्रेस इन पैटर्न्स वर्ड, अनचेंज इन स्ट्रेस पैटर्न्स इन वर्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू ग्रामेटिकल। तो चलिए देखते हैं। कहता है स्ट्रेस पैटर्न्स इन द वर्ड्स, कहता है चेंज इन द स्ट्रेस इन द पैटर्न्स इन द होज word according to the grammatical function. Some the derivation of the sum derivation of suffix word affected the stress in the let use sum up। कहता है कीप वर्ड्स, उसके बाद होता है सजेस्ट और कीवर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट। इसी तरह से ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है, एट द एंड ऑफ यूनिट दैट शुड बी द एबल टू, कहता है काउंट ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ सिलेबली वुड, कहता है रिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्ट्रेस इन द सिलेबली इन वर्ड। उसके बाद अप्लाई रूल द प्लेसमेंट ऑफ स्ट्रेस इन वर्ड, सम डेरिवेशन इन सफिक्स। उसके बाद आप देखते हैं तो कहता है इंट्रोडक्शन फर्स्ट, कहता है इन फर्स्ट केस in the first two unit with the practice in the consolation and vowel in English. We concentrate and the destination between the one sound and another, and in this unit is we shall consider the pronoun we shall consider the pronouns of English word in the order to pronounce in English word the correctly. We not only the correctly, we cannot only needed to produce the correct sound, but we also needed to the use of extra breath and the force use of extra breath and the force the one element of the words in the specific in a dictionary is the part of word the marked with the short vertical line in the above and in the front of the example of word belief. The second element of the lived and the said with the greater energy of the harder, कहता है the more important देखिए more important and जो होता है more important जो and देखिए permit in the two elements in the greater or permit in the two elements in the words of the permission element in the market this implies and it's said to be stress in the element is the word which is the smallest unit, the analysis speed is r, कहता है permitted that other stresses and English word that parts of the character of that part of that which stresses inherent the word and therefore the absolutely essentially of absolutely and ineligibility। कहता है we shall study in the structure the syllably in the English in the its importance for words। कहता है that addition of the part of English that change in the stress pattern कहता है we already seen the word made of the made of the जो है made of जो होता है made of the देखिए made of volume of sound let use looking at the words that कहता है जैसे एयर हो गया, आपका बीज हो गया, आइम हो गया, बीट हो गया, उसके बाद ईयर हो गया, डे हो गया, ईट हो गया, कॉल हो गया, आइस हो गया, गो हो गया, आइदर हो गया, कैन हो गया, डूट एट हो गया, डिट हो गया, आई हो गया, हैव हो गया, आइस हो गया, फेच हो गया, ओ हो गया, जो हो गया, ओ एल हो गया, अगेन हो गया। तो ये सब साउंड ऑफ वॉवेल्स, इसमें वॉवेल देखिए एट एयर बी एम, इसमें सारे में वॉवेल है साउंड ऑफ इंग्लिश। जैसे आप साउंड ऑफ इंग्लिश के बारे में करेंगे आ ई ऊ, जो हॉक एवेक सी आउट जस्ट। कहता है द यू कैन वी लेफ्ट डिफरेंटेड, यानी कहता है वी कैन टेल डिफरेंट, वी कैन टेल डिफरेंस, वी कैन टेल डिफरेंट, जो लैंग्वेज होता है डिफरेंट, यू कैन ट्रांसक्राइब द वर्ड्स इन each set will the notice that all the set of have one feature the common all them in can you can you जो होता है can you say what is the future will be the words of the have only we vowel sound is now let you look let you look at the difference we have between the word that is set of the set with the words of have. कहता है the vowels of vowel the domestics in the set to the word have the constant of the, कहता है the beginning in the vowels of the set on the others in hand of the words of the begin which a vowel the consonant vowel क्या है consonant in a word who said for the word have the consonant of the each at the begin. कहता है the through some word of the speaker not have the constant that is said I am all word have the vowel that events out in the word must be vowel sound the throughout the sound may be throughout the sound में भी जो होता है throughout the sound में भी vowel since word in the seed set above the only in the vowel sounds only in the vowel sound. उसी तरह से vowel sounded have the only one the syllable longer than words have the many syllable as the have the word of sound example what created celebrated educated and have to their have to their have to their जो होता है have to their have to their have to there हो गया. उसके बाद have to there in speech में भी the syllable in which can be the constant because the volume of carrying power of speech have be only vowel in the English numbers of constant before the after in editing on the syllable they are have the vowel sound example of credit and celebrated in the educated have two the three form vowel sound is therefore two for syllability respectively as per we have the set of numbers the constant of before the after volume of words of one syllability may be very cold very form of the 0 to 3 and they are beginning of the 0 to 4 at the end of more than one consonant at the end of beginning the singular syllable would from animals constant in the consular constant in the example in the stop it in the speaker string in the stream of more than one consonant after the volume of in the singular syllable one words from a final constant consular. For example of set test of the id the blues in the skate in the next the syllability next the next the syllability which have कहता है इधर we have number of the consonant before the after the volume of word volume of word volume of word volume of word is the set number of constant before the after volume of word the syllable may be very the cold we have very three the beginning of the 0 to 4 at the beginning more in the constant of beginning in the syllable the word from the initial constant initial constant consonant जो होता है वो for example straight stop in the speak and straight scare in the stream of more than constant after the volume of in the singular syllable word the form of syllable can be the analyzed in the terms of part in that is the vowels and consonant कहता है vowel and consonant the sound which look at the some words of the more than the syllable word except था. इससे आगे चलते हैं. उसके बाद का look of vowel of sound in the syllability exact larger the first syllable to vowel of consonant. In the second syllable has to the syllabus division of particular word. Like this one, we needed to the transcribe the words kata. This is because the transcribe version of indicate the exact number of sound the lateral passenger kata. Lateral passenger identify the number of syllable in a words kata. We have the already seen in the number of vowel sound with the vowel in the are in one to one the correspondence of the with the number of syllable in that word. What this is there, there are two vowel sound of words there are also two syllable in the that of word. Normally it is not difficulty identify the number of syllable in the word with the some cases of however it's not easy to identify the number of vowel. The word of such as case should be noted the consonant dictionary. Listen to the following word that identify the number of vowel. Hence the number of syllable in each words kata. The stream sticks classes in the family career dot mistakes in the hesitate in the develop in the calendar of the economics उसी तरह से होता है कहता है economics and the economics example of calculator the volume of sound are is the order that therefore the syllabary कहता है syllabusly the how many the syllabary can be English word that listen to the some words to identify the number of syllable की have to have you will have got the answer to the questions. Each words will be said twice and the always the furniture and the screens in the examination. Begin the honoraries multiplications without responsibility. The suggest in the potato in the understanding communities. The originate is suspected mathematics in the internalizations. Katha which words of that closest number celebrity we world in the international internalization have the vowel sound that is in that order the transfer the eight celebrity in English selected for number of syllables. Others would have too many constant of internal. Identify the stress in the celebrity word kata. We have all said in the syllabus in the English word the some more than the ones in the hardened as more than prominent that the others because the speaker use of death of words and extra the musical energy in the that selections is known as the stress in the celebrity. Look of that flowing words of that listen to the carefully. Admit among the activities business beginning in the polyphony economic already in the complexity and the ministers. Gata marks the stress in the celebrity and uprightest uprightest above and it is the front for if the example of first word admit in the receive the stress in the second celebrity the market. Check your progress. Listen to number of syllable from the word up down and the number of syllable word in the lesson to transcribe the words that marks the stress. You can also concentrate in the dictionary and the internal example of syllable history. Enough enough by skill then develop उसके बाद frequently delicate disintegrate from the state kata stepping in the word kata stresses in the partner stresses partner in word kata in English it is the absolutely essentially to the stress in the correctly in the syllable in words the more than syllable if you know if you are not through which is the syllable is the stress in the word make it is make it part of the consonant dictionary in the inherent internet is as we have seen above. The English words can have as many as the at level the words there is the four syllables may or may not be derived words that have the more than four syllables for generally derived in other words in the derivative and suffix added the numbers of syllables in the stems. Maybe we have that the words grow in the longer. The word which is varying in the numbers of syllables have the different stages the parallels in the act of the words. Kata with the same numbers of syllables have the different stages in the pattern For example, there are two syllables with the stress on the first syllable, and also two syllables word with stresses in the second syllable is listed. List use look at the listen to some word of the two syllable in the stress on the first syllable. Against knowledge and circumstance knowledge subject to the awareness in the drunk word and the momentum and therefore the created effort and the output of what ये सब क्या है कहता let listen of what two celebrities stays on first level लिखा था एजेंट का क्यूरियस नॉलेज उसके बाद सब्जेक्ट अवार्ड उसके बाद ड्रंक वाट उसी तरह से मोमेंटम हो गया देयरफॉर क्रिएटेड हो गया एफर्ट हो गया आउटपुट हो गया अपवर्ड हो गया उसके बाद एक ऐसे फिक्स के फिक्स हो गया क्वेश्चंस हो गया वर्कमैन हो गया कैरी ऑन हो गया इंटरनेट हो गया सेकंड हो गया एलोस हो गया द फ्लोइंग इज द वर्ड इज द स्टेज ऑन द सेकंड सिलेबल लिसनड देन आई रिस्पेक्ट टू ईच वर्ड्स का था सभी ईच वर्ड रिपीटेड करते हैं एक अकाउंट बिफोर डिसीज ओमिट सब इसी तरह से एड्रेस सुप्रेव एड्रेस बिटवीन एफर्ट प्रीमिट सपोर्ट्स आगो एजीओ एगो कैनल एंड द इनहेरेंट प्रोटेक्ट एंड द techniques in the altogether in the cold slate of the intelligence the red gate of the words kata words a parts of the it rightly neglect the returns of which is without take rate kata look at the celebrity with the look at the देखिए look at the celebrity on the first look at the words at drive with the characters in the excellent passengers agency civilized industries probably probable avenues by skill century discipline educate instrument money memories ministers उसके बाद रिलेटिव sympathetic उसके बाद वेस्टर्डस look at the following word the three syllables with the stress in the sequence of the syllable listen to them in the listen the again repeated in each words उसके बाद देखते हैं एक customs of the commercial in the day in the discretion in the familiar advantage in the committees in the community the important already is compression in the develop in the tobacco in the it is कहता है इसी तरह से होता है तो एक कस्टम्स उसके बाद कॉमर्शियल उसको सी ओ डबल एम ई आर सी आई एल कॉमर्शियल ए डिसीजन कहता है फैमिलियर एडवांटेज डी वी ए एन टी ए जी एडवांटेज एडवांटेज जैसे कमिटीज को मीटीज का था कमिटीज बी डिटरमाइंड उसके बाद इम्पोर्टेंस ऑलरेडी कंप्रेशंस डी डेवलप टू बैको का था टू आर्टिस्ट कौन कंसिडर distinctly together be behavior का था कौन into का था in courses into tomorrows we have क्या था the following syllables the words in the syllable listen to the word in the repeated it कहता है उसके बाद कहता है क्रॉप स्पॉन द ब्रिंगर उसके बाद हो गया उसके बाद आफ्टरनून कहता है उसके बाद डेबो फिट डेबो टी कहता है डिस्पेयर उसके बाद डिसपॉइंटेड पॉइंट उसके बाद इंजीनियर कहता है ब्रिंग डर्ट कॉनिकल्स एब्सेंट द गार्डन गिंगर टेस्ट कहता है रिकॉलिंग इट लेक कहता है afternoon the compare the behind comparand and the implies the repair sent the understand कहता है notice that additional there are in additional that the stress mark of the syllable in the work there is also stress mark below the front of the syllable in the each words in the third syllable each word in the side to the extra breath of the fourth in the pitch is the voice and generally changes in that syllabus it is the therefore said to the primary stress in the primary stress and the blessing of primary stress on the correct syllable English word in the absolutely essentially the and understood the first syllable is the asset of the some degree of force. Kata therefore the permitted but not in the important is the third of syllable for it is therefore the second stress in the lateral the lateral occurs longer words or two longer words to longer longer words to the mentors and the rhythm of the word. There are the alternative states understated syllably in the also important than returns of spoken in English. Kata would check progress to Kata look at the flowing in the words two syllables. We arrange the when the two columns and the jury receive the first level B and the which is monsoon kata. Each of the following words kata look at the word of three syllables. Say arrange them in the three kata that is the received the primary stress on the second syllable is the those is received kata primary stress on the third syllable kata रो collected decollected उसके बाद हो गया adverb Dis disprove in the determination component develop a Pascal in the indicated in the displacement of the inner point of the characters and the character this is the character kata character that